people to understand that when it comes to making a will, you cannot just have this tunnel vision that it's all about distribution of my assets. There's actually more to it in a will. A client comes to me and say that actually I'm a sole proprietor, I run my own small business. As a sole proprietor, the business will actually die with you. Okay? In the eyes of the law, you and the business are the same. The law does not distinguish. Your house, your assets belong to the business. The business assets belong to you. So for example, I do freelance photography. All the equipment that belongs to my business, actually it's mine. So if I pass away, those business assets can also be distributed to my beneficiaries. Okay, so if I got money in my corporate bank account for my sole proprietorship, that money it will form part of all my personal assets as well. Let's say my business owes certain debts to say suppliers as of the time of my death, right? That means that is actually, it comprises my personal debt as well. So for example, you want to say that, okay, in the event I pass away, I just want to ensure that so and so help to close down my website of my business, make some indication that this business is no longer operative anymore, to be the one to help to deregister it of ACRA.
You cannot transfer it to someone in the will. So let's say, for example, the kid wants to take over. So cannot keep the name of the business.
Cannot.
A new one.
You have to register a new one. That's why there are pros and cons about running a sole proprietorship. Why do people run a sole proprietorship? Because it's easier lah. It's easier to manage. You are one man show. It's easier. There's less regulations, less things like in terms of submission of important accounting documents and all. It's easier to manage. But with simplicity also comes the challenges, which means that there is no succession to your business, right?
For us, right, we are a partnership, three of us. So partnership also works the same as sole proprietor. Let's say one of us died. Does it go to the other two or it disappears?
Okay, partnership pun ada different types of partnership. There's the limited liability partnership and there's the general partnership. So general partnership, if one partner passes, the partnership is dissolved.
Even though the two is still surviving?
2 ke 3 ke apa?
Tak kisah?
Yes, correct.
So what should we do to protect?
So you become a limited liability partnership lah. What is limited liability? Anything with limited liability. So you see like things like LLC, Limited Liability Corporation, LLP, yang LL tu limited liability lah. What is limited liability? In the eyes of the law, you are different entities. It's a separate creature. Macam buat their own NRIC gitu. For a limited liability partnership, you need at least 2 partners to start. For a corporation like mine, you just need director. And the director, only one director is enough actually. Just so you know, doesn't mean you start out as a sole proprietorship or a partnership or whatever. Means you are stuck in that structure. You can actually change the structure along the way. Okay, so I was the sole owner. Sekarang I'm the sole director of a limited liability company. I cannot have that same mindset. This one my money, my money. Cannot. It's not like a cookie jar, kuih container. You cannot suka-suka ambil duit orang lah. I have to have a shifted mindset that okay, right now as a director, I am responsible in a different way. So there has to be a line that's drawn between what comprises my personal assets and what comprises the company's assets. So have to have proper accounting lah. You cannot suka-suka like, oh, this is my company, I want to send my son to study medicine in London. I take out 100,000, just take out like that. Cannot lah. You tak boleh. You need to really be properly accountable lah. So that's why problems arise when I think you have read in the news, breach of trust, apa tu breach of trust, directors breach of trust. Sometimes tangan ni.
So for our case kan, let's say lah one of us pergi lah.
What is it you want in your partnership. If you want succession, then it's good for you to change the
LSC. Itu, oh my God.
Kita tak boleh masuk kukijah tu.
pros and cons of limited liability is that kalau anything happen or also kalau client sue ke apa, you know, you are more protected in a limited liability. Let's say ada client yang tak happy, insyaAllah tak ada lah, tapi let's say ada client dissatisfied and like something went wrong, right? Usually they are suing the company itself, right? Not me personally, unless like for some reason there's fraud or I am the guarantor of certain let's say the company takes a loan from the bank, right? So when a loan is being acquired from the bank, it will be signed in the name of the company, right? But sometimes they will make the director the guarantor personally liable. So let's say the company sinks, going to be insolvent, they can come after the creditor can come after you personally as a director, but that's only in circumstances where like you make yourself personally liable. But otherwise, in the eyes of the law, memang separate lah. So customer nak sue
the company.
It's the company,
yeah,
not you.
so that's the protection also. So you know, you have to balance it, and like usually for our clients we will see, okay, what's your main concern. If it's about leceh, I think sometimes the lechness part is overridden by the bigger things would be the protection, the succession. I mean, many times if you're starting out, especially home-based business, you just do it as a sole proprietorship. It's easier, right? But as you scale, I think there's a need for a little bit more protection, I would advise. So even internally between partners and or whether or not it's a general partnership or a limited liability partnership or anything, there should always be agreements between the partners in the company. You have to